Hi, in this video I want to show you this little mini waffle maker that I purchased, and we're going to try it. We're going to make waffles in this video. So this is what it looks like. It's like a reddish color. Give you a good look here at this little guy. And that's the inside. This is the extension cord. It's fairly long. It comes with some directions. And this is the box that it came in. So Crownful is the brand. It's 4-inch mini size, heating fast, heats up in minutes. So let's go ahead and make some waffles. I'm going to attempt to make waffles for the first time here with this little mini waffle maker. So I'm going to pan the camera down over here, and we're just going to come over here and we're going to make some waffles. All right, so I'm going to make my waffle mix here, and we're going to use this little waffle maker. I'll set the box over here. Okay, so this comes with an instruction manual, and it gives you different recipes for making waffles. Let's just glance at it really quickly. It talks about before first use. It talks about how you should always use this piece here to pick up things, because this does get hot. Okay, and let's see what else we can find here. Talks about using it for the first time. So you place it on a stable surface. You plug it in, carefully lift it, pour the waffle batter onto the lower cooking surface, close the cover. Once the waffle is well cooked, remove it from the cooking surface with the pan. Do not use a metal one, and allow it to cool before cooking. So we're gonna make just some basic waffles here. We're gonna try classic waffles. So 1 egg, 1/3 of a cup of low gluten flour, and all of these other ingredients here. So I'm going to start with the egg. So I've got an egg here. So we're going to do 1 egg. Okay, there's our egg. I'm going to toss this. I'm just going to rinse my hands here so I don't get egg everywhere. All right, and so we've got the egg in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the flour. So here's my flour over here. Got a very large container of flour. And it says to use 1/3 of a cup. So I'm just going to grab 1/3 of a cup. That's what this is here, 1/3 cup of flour. Okay, so 1/3 of a cup of flour. Takes care of that. And then it says 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm just going to add a little pinch here. So just a little bit there. I think this one is solidified. I'm going to grab another one I have here. Here we go. Here's some fresh baking powder. Just add a little bit there. That's probably enough. All right, and let's see what else. 2 tablespoons of sugar. That's optional. I'm going to take the option to add some sugar to this. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons. So 1, 2. There's our sugar. I don't have any cornstarch, a little bit of butter, and some milk. So I'm going to get a spoon here, or actually I'm going to get a fork, or a butter knife rather. I'm just going to cut some butter. That says 2 tablespoons. I'll just do this much, just approximate. And then a little bit of milk. So it wants 1/8 of a cup of pure milk. So this is 1/3 of a cup, so I'm just going to do a little bit here, just not too much. That's good. All right, that should do it. And then I'm just going to mix it up. And while I do that, I'm going to plug in this waffle maker. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in, and I want to be really careful because you don't want to touch this, right? It gets hot. So, all right, let's go ahead and plug it in. All righty, there we go. And while this heats up, we're going to go ahead and mix the batter here. It'd be nice to have a mixer to use, but I do have one. I just didn't prepare fully for this video. I'm going to use a fork here to mix this. So I'm going to get a fork. It's going to slide this over very carefully, right? Because you don't want to touch that. And so basically, when that red button, when the red button there is no longer red, that's when it's going to be ready. So let me just focus here on mixing, because I need to mix this because it's not mixed at all. And just got to mix it and we should be good. So just a lot of mixing here. Really good to get that. The butter was a little bit hard. It was in the fridge. So it's cold, you know, if it's in the fridge. There we go. It's starting to mix a little bit better. You can see texture. Oh, this is going to be good. I've even got some syrup I can add at the end. And once it's cooked, you know, I can have this with some syrup, some maple syrup. I love waffles. I like this little one because it's space saving. Like, it's not going to take a ton of room to store. There we go. Very nice. It's doing pretty well. The butter is the hardest part here to get mixed. It's still heating up, so might as well keep mixing. Do the best I can here with this butter. Yeah, I think if your measurements aren't exact, it's not a huge deal, but if you want to be exact, you know, and this has recipes for other waffles too. It's got classic waffles, chocolate waffles. Okay, so it looks like it's done. I can mix here all day, but I'm just going to go ahead and go with this. Let me just do a little bit more here. Still got some clumps in there. You really want to mix it until all those clumps are out, and that's really from the butter. That's the only reason you're seeing clumps there, because the butter was a little bit hard, so maybe you set your butter out on the counter for a little bit so that it's not cold. Or you can use a mixer too if you prefer. But I'm just using a fork and it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and try it like this and see how it turns out. So I'm going to get, I have a little thing here, an oven mitt, because I'm scared to touch this. You can touch the top, but you got to use the oven mitt. Okay, so pretty easy to open. Look, you just do this. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, there we go. It does stay open. Okay. And, ooh, it's hot. Do not touch that. Okay, I'm going to pour the batter in. Make sure you can see. I'm going to move the camera up a little bit so you can see. You pour the batter into this. Just going to pour a little bit in there, not too much. Okay. That's pretty good. You can see this makes more than one waffle. Okay. Probably make 2 or 3. And just going to close it. Oh, you hear that sizzling? And then it doesn't really give directions as to when it's going to be done. It just says, let's go back. Oh, you can tell it's been used. I've got some food on it already. So there is no on-off button. Okay. How do I know when the unit is heated, ready to use? Okay. It doesn't really say how long you have to wait for the waffle to make. I can smell it. It says once the waffle is well cooked, so it doesn't tell you. So we're doing this in real time here. Oh, look, I put a little bit too much in there. Look what's happening. It's spilling out. So you don't need to put that much in there. So I'm going to have to clean that up, but it's okay. It's not huge. It's not making a huge mess or anything. Start cleaning up some of the stuff over here while the waffle makes. So apparently I used a little bit too much batter. So lesson learned, right? Don't use that much batter when you're making your waffles, right? So that is a lesson to know. Okay, so you didn't need that much. Could probably go with a lot. Okay, look, it turned off. I'm guessing that means it's close to being done. It smells really good. It smells done, but I'm just going to wait a second. Clean up here this little mess I made. I poured a little bit too much in, so I think next time, wow, it smells really good. That smells incredible. I think I'm going to start using this every day. I cannot believe. Oh, I wish you could smell it with me. No one's invented it yet, right? A way to transmit the smell of waffles across the internet. I mean, it smells like homemade waffles, and that's what you're getting here. Homemade waffles. Let's see if it's done. Yeah, I think that's done. Look at that. Oh, this is awesome. All right, I'm going to get a little plate here. So you didn't need that much batter, but look, only a few came out. I mean, it's just a slightly less, I think. I'm going to have to practice so that it doesn't overflow so much. And it says to use a wooden spatula, so I do have one, but it's kind of thick. So I'm also gonna get a fork. They don't want you to use a metal one. It also says to spray some oil on it if you're not using oil in your mix, so I don't know if it's gonna be easy to take this out or not. It might be a little bit tricky. It might stick because I didn't use oil. It is a little bit sticky, but it is coming out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it as well. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and unplug it. You wanna let it cool before you wash it. So I'm scared to break the waffle. I really don't wanna break it. I'm trying to get it's my first waffle with this waffle maker, so I'm trying to get it. I think I need a better spatula. There we go, look at that. Oh, that's wonderful looking, isn't it? Isn't that nice looking? And I'm gonna go ahead and take this fork and do the honors. Hello, here's my fresh waffle. From start to finish, right? I unboxed it, made the waffle, now I'm gonna taste it. Let's see what it tastes like. Super good. Really delicious. What a great waffle. Delicious. Wow. Amazing. Amazing waffle. What an amazing waffle. Thank you for looking for a nice little waffle maker. This one's awesome. Good luck.